All right. Likutei Moharan, Torah Yud Gimel. Okay? So we are holding in the middle of Seif Hay. We spoke about the 4 animals of the chariot. We mentioned 2 of them. The chariot is in the process of the Chacham, or the sage, the tzaddik, that elevates the nefashos of the people that come to him. So it says, Aryeh, the lion. Aryeh is, the word Aryeh is understood from the, as it alludes to the pasuk of Arisi, Moiri, Ubesami. I've chosen and picked my mire and my perfume. Yeah. So Arisi, Ari, is picking. That's the Chacham picking the different ritzonos, the different wills, the different wants of the people. The good ones and the bad ones. Mari, these are the bitter. Mar is the bitter, the bad ritzonos, the bad inclinations. And Besami, the perfume, the good inclinations. He picked them all up and he brings them up. This is the Ari in the Nefesh. The second process is Shor. Shor, literally, al pi pshat, means an ox. Here, Shor is from the verb Ashurenu v'lo korav. I should see him and he's not close. Means Ashur shuru, come, observe and see. From sight. When the Chacham brings together all the different ritzonos of a person, that are usually spread out all over the place. 1 minute you want this, 1 minute you want that, 1 minute he puts them all together, and when all the spread out pieces of it, the fragments of ritzonos are put together, then the neshama gets filled with light. Because when you know what you want, then the Torah shines to them, because the Chacham brings up the nefashos and brings down the Torah. So that satisfies the nefesh. When you know what you want, and you're on the road to what you want, your nefesh is full. It's like your nefesh is satisfied. If your nefesh is spread all over, if the nefesh is spread all over, it's called nefesh re'eva. It's called hungry soul. Once it's filled with light, it says, it's called this bia. It's filled. Menefesh re'eva milatoiv. This bia betzachtzach es nafshecha. This supernal polished lights, which is the lights of Olam HaKesa. It fills out the nefesh when because we will give Torah to Am Yisrael. It says that the Chachamim went up Har Sinai, and they saw, the vision of Hashem, and it says Vayichlu vayishtu, and they ate and they drank. You see in the Chumash. Rashi said they didn't really drink and eat, but seeing the light filled them up as if they were drinking and eating and drinking. So you see that seeing the light, and it brings also another raya that the Gemara says that the blind man is never really satisfied. He may be full, but he's never really satisfied. Because part of satisfaction is the sight when you see the food. This is the aspect of shore in the nefesh. This is what we learned until now. Now we're talking about the third aspect, which is nesher, the ego. Okay? The nesher. The nesher shebevchinas nefesh. The aspect of nesher in the nefesh, in the soul, which is the third aspect of the animals of the chariot, of the living beings in the chariot. זה החידוש שנסחדש הנפש בעלייתו בבחינת איבו. When the sage brings up the nefesh, it renews it. It gets renewed like a fetus in the stomach of his mother, because it grows up. And the same way, when the nefesh is being brought up, it's like as if it's being brought up back to the womb, to its spiritual source. And it gets renewed like a fetus in the stomach. And this is alluded to in the word nesher, and as it is said in Tehillim, Tischadesh kanesher neoraichi, that they said that the nesher, the eagle, gets new feathers in his wings every year. So the nesher is used in quite a few places, and many times in Tikkun Zohar, that the nesher is a euphemism for renewal. Your youth will be rejuvenated, like a nesher. So the nesher is a mashal for renewal. So the Ari is picking up different retainers. The short, the nefesh sees the light, gets filled up. And now the nesher is that the nefesh in itself gets rejuvenated, gets reborn. The Adam Sheba Nefesh, and the fourth aspect, which is a man Sheba Nefesh, Ze Bechinas Vehi Adam LeNefesh Chaya, that the man would become a Nefesh Chaya, a living soul, a living being. He says, because it says like this, Ki Adam Bechinas Miskinei V'Atirei. People are divided into two: the poor ones, the shlobs, and the rich folks, the rich and famous. You have this, and you have that. כמו שכתוב, נעשה אדם בצלמנו כדמותנו. So what's בצלמנו כדמותנו? In our image, right? כצלמנו כדמותנו. Supposedly, what's the difference between צלמנו and דמותנו? These are two synonyms for our image. Why does it use two words? In the Akdomes, it says, Betzalmeinu, it says Atire. These are the rich people. Because Tzelem is euphemism for Zerampin. Zerampin is the source of Shefa. So this is where the rich people get it. Kidmuseinu, that is a moshe for the Malchus. This is the poor people. Because the Malchus is a Niyavedolo, that lets me gama klum, it doesn't have anything of its own. So this is where the poor people come from. So you see the in of Adam, which includes both rich people and poor people. Adam includes both Zerampin and Malchus. Tzalmeinu is Zerampin. The Museinu is Malchus, rich and poor. Zerampin and Malchus. Shnitzlakto Nefosho is when all the souls are gathered together. Azai mivchinas odom. They altogether constitute man. Nefashos gdoilos uktainos. The big souls and the small souls. The poor ones and the rich ones. They're all being brought up by the Chacham.
Amen.
Okay, now, the chariot of Yecheskel also mentions the Oifanim. This is, we call the wheel and angels.
Yeah.
Oifanim are usually understood as the angels of Olam Hazeh, of the Olam Asiyah. Angels are the shikingles, they are the gophers, they are the ones that take from above and give from below. Okay? So in the higher Olamus, the Ratzov Hashov, they're springing up, they're going down, they are the ones who are in this world to move the way that things move in this world. The most natural way, is that they roll, right? That's why the malachim of this world, the physical principles of this world, they're called oifanim, they're called wheels. In the Merkava, it mentions the wheels, the oifanim. So now you have to also have, every single aspect of the Merkava is reflected in the nefesh. So it's like the oifanim of the Merkava, which is the galgalim under the chayas. And every chaya has a wheel, and which it drives kaviyachol. And a gufim, these are the bodies of the people that come to the tzaddik. Ki ikar pulusen shel hagufim, the main action of the bodies, eino ela min hachiyus shel hanefesh. It comes from the natural vitality of the nefesh. Shanefesh mara pulusen deva haguf. The nefesh shows its actions through the limbs of the body. The body itself doesn't have any independent movement. Everything is through the koiches of the soul. The same way, the galgalim, they don't have any, autonomous movements. The chayes, the living being, they conduct them. That's why the galgalim allude to the bodies, and the chayos, they allude to the nefesh, they allude to the souls. Now, in the chariot, it says, under the chayas, the adolfanim. Fine. So instead, the chayas is the nefesh, the afanim and the bodies. All right. Above the chayas, there's the kisa. In the vision, it says beyond this, above this, there is a throne, there's a chair, and on the chair there's a vision of a man. This is the chariot. The afanim on the bottom, the living being in the middle. On top of it is the kisa, and on top of the kisa is Muskamele Odom, a vision of a man on top of him from above. So the Rebbe is visiting all the bechinas, the afanim, the chayes, the kisa, and the odom of the in of the nefesh. Then you will see that there's the similar division of all the merkava in the Torah. But now we're talking about the nefesh, we're talking about the soul. The kisa sheba nefesh, nefesh hachacham. That's the soul of the sage, of the tzaddik that elevates the nefoshes. What's it called? Kisa? Sheniskoso, that is being covered. B'fchinas yekorohi mipninim, that the soul of the chacham is more precious than pearls. Pninim is a play on words of lifnai lifnim. He says that what does it mean? As Chazal Darshan, כמו שהרשו לרותן זכרו לברכה, on Masechet Soito, פנינים is מikoin godol shenichnas lifnai ולפנים. That the nefesh of the tzaddik, and we learned this in Likutei Moharan, the nefesh of the tzaddik, the tikkunim of tzaddik ha'emes, is more powerful than the tikkunim of the kohen gadol that goes into Kodesh HaKodeshim in Yom Kippur. So it says, Yekara hi mipninim, it is more precious than pninim, mikohen gadol shenichnas lifnai v'lifnim. It says, K'mechmas shenefesh ha'chochom hu yokor, because the soul of the Chacham is extremely precious. Uniskasa lifnai v'lifnim, it is totally concealed. The whole and nefoshes and all the other nefoshes na'asim levushim and covering etzla by it. The Adam hayoshev al hakisa, and the man who sits on the kisa. The kisa is the nefesh of the Chacham. The man that sits on the kisa, and the kisa hu da'at shel Chacham. That's the das of the sage of the tzaddik. Ki gam belo das nefesh lo toiv. Because without nefesh, without the das, the nefesh is lo toiv. So the main thing is the das of the nefesh of the Chacham. The entire chashivas of the soul is the das which is in it. Because it is with that das that the Chacham elevates the nefashos. So we'll encapsulate all the beginners, all the aspects that exist within the union of nefesh, of soul. Okay? You have the Ari, that's the action of the Chacham picking out the different ritzonos of all the people that come to him. Good ones, the bad ones. Elevates them all up. Ariti Mori and Besami. This is both the good wills, the bad wills, good and bad. Everything is put together and being elevated. Shor is when the nefashos, when all the ritzonos are being gathered by the tzaddik, they come together. You get the side of the light. The light comes from above. It shines on them. That is the satisfaction of the people that come to the Chacham. Mind you, that's the reason why people come to Uman and they don't know what they feel. But they know that I never had it better than this. And I have to come here every year. I have to come here. Why? I can't say. It's just that when I'm here, it's wonderful for me to be me. I feel wonderful to be me here. I don't have to be him, I don't have to be him, I'm just me, and it's great. Masha'enkin, you're going here in the street, this one is richer, this one is smarter, this one is quicker, this one is whatever. But when you're over there, it's wonderful to be me.
I'm happy to be in the tent.
Yeah.
I'm happy that he's in Umanin. I'm very happy to be where I am.
Yeah, it's just like, it doesn't matter. I am where I am, and it's why? Because it's the tzaddik takes all the returns, all the wills, all the ones, and puts them together, and when they get together, the light shines on them. When the light shines, they're not satisfied. You're full, like you had a good meal. So what do you want? I give you another meal. I ate already. Yeah, but he has a better meal. But I ate already. Yeah, but he ate a whole ox. He has a whole ox. But I ate already. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I'm me. That's the shore. The nesher is the process of the elevation of the nefesh, brings the nefesh up to like a re-pregnancy. The nefesh goes up to the malchus. The malchus is the mother. It goes into the mother and it gets renewed. It's merumas. The Rebbe says, there's a memory that the Rebbe says that every time that you remember me, the person remembers me, he becomes like koton shanoilad. He becomes like a newborn babe. Because what happens is that when you think of Rabbeinu, you think of the tzaddik, the nefesh gets elevated, gets renewed. There's an aspect of you that gets reborn just like that. Tachazi, just think about what we're talking about. Okay, that's the tzaddik. And then we're talking about Adam. Adam is a different kind of nefashos. The rich ones, the poor ones, the shiner that gives the food to everybody, the people that go around and says, can I get money to get the ticket to go back to Eretz Yisrael? Maybe you can get money for the bus to go back to Kiev. It's like, both, everybody comes together.
Yeah.
This is Pchinas Adam. The Oifanim of the Merkava, the bodies of all the people that come to the Chacham. The Kisa, that's the soul of the Chacham himself. And the man who's sitting on the Kisa, the Adam sitting on the Kisa, that's the Das of the Chacham. So now we have the entire chariot, the entire Merkava, as it is reflected in the Metzias of Nefesh. Up to here. With Hashem tomorrow, we'll talk about how all these divisions also exist in the Torah. Thank you. Could say thank you.